Have you ever felt like someone was controlling your emotions without even saying much? What if I told you? People use psychology tricks every single day, often without even realizing it. Some of these tricks make people trust you more, while others can quietly manipulate you. And by the end of this video, you might start noticing them everywhere. Psychology affects almost every conversation, every relationship, and almost every decision we make. Sometimes people use these behaviors naturally. Other times, they use them to gain attention, influence, or control. Today, we're breaking down 10 psychology tricks people use without realizing it. Some are harmless, some are powerful, and some can completely change the way you see people. Number 1. Mirroring. Mirroring is when someone copies your body language, your tone of voice, or the way you behave. If you cross your arms, they cross theirs. If you lean forward, they lean forward too. If you speak softly, they suddenly lower their voice. Most people do this naturally when they like someone or feel comfortable around them. That's because our brains are wired to trust people who feel similar to us. When someone acts like us, even in small ways, it creates a sense of connection. Salespeople use this. Politicians use this. Friends do it. And chances are, you do it too. When you admire someone, your brain often starts copying them automatically. That's how powerful mirroring is. Number 2. The silent treatment. Sometimes, silence hurts more than words. When someone suddenly stops talking to you after an argument, ignores your texts, or acts emotionally distant, your brain starts searching for answers. Did I do something wrong? Why are they acting like this? Should I apologize first? The silent treatment creates emotional pressure because the human mind hates uncertainty. We want closure. We want clarity. We want to know what's happening. And when we don't get that, we start overthinking. Some people go silent because they need time to calm down, but others use silence as a weapon because they know their silence can make the other person feel guilty, anxious, or desperate for attention. And that is what makes it so powerful. Number 3. Reverse psychology. Reverse psychology is when someone tells you not to do something because they know you'll want to do it even more. For example, a parent says, "You probably wouldn't understand this anyway." Suddenly, the child wants to prove them wrong. Or someone says, "Don't message them first." Now all you can think about is messaging them first. Why does this happen? Because people naturally hate feeling controlled. The moment we feel like our freedom is being limited, we want that thing even more. It's a psychological reaction. And that's why reverse psychology works so well, especially on emotional people, stubborn people, and curious people. Number 4. Guilt tripping. Guilt tripping happens when someone makes you feel bad, so you'll do what they want. You've probably heard lines like, "Fine, I'll do it myself. I thought you cared about me. After everything I've done for you." These words are not just emotional. They are psychological pressure. They are designed to make you feel guilty. And when people feel guilty, they become easier to control. Because guilt pushes people to say yes, even when they don't want to. Friends use it. Partners use it. Parents use it. Even companies use it. Ever seen lines like, "Only heartless people would ignore this," or, "If you really cared, you would help"? That's guilt tripping. And once you notice it, you start seeing it everywhere. Number 5. Love bombing. Love bombing is when someone gives you too much attention, too much affection, too many compliments, too fast. At first, it feels amazing. They text you all day. They call you perfect. They make you feel special, needed, wanted. It feels like a dream. But sometimes that's not love. Sometimes it's emotional acceleration. It's a way to make someone attached very quickly. And once that attachment forms, the behavior changes. The attention drops. The warmth disappears. The effort fades. And now, the other person is left confused. They start chasing the version of you they met in the beginning. That's why love bombing can be so dangerous. Because it creates emotional dependency before trust is even real. Number 6. The foot in the door trick. This trick starts small, very small. Someone asks for a little favor. "Can you help me for 1 minute? Can you lend me a small amount? Can you just do this one thing?" And once you say yes, they ask for something bigger. That's the trick. Because when people agree to something once, they feel pressure to stay consistent. Our brains like consistency. We want our actions to match the image we have of ourselves. So after saying yes once, it becomes harder to say no the next time. That's why this method works so well in friendships, work, sales, and even relationships. Small yes first, big yes later. Number 7. The halo effect. The halo effect is when one good thing about a person makes us assume everything about them is good. If someone is attractive, we often assume they are smart. If someone dresses well, we assume they are successful. If someone speaks confidently, we assume they are right. But none of that is always true. Sometimes, one strong first impression blinds us. Our brain sees one positive trait and then fills in the rest. This is why celebrities are often trusted more. This is why attractive people are treated differently. And this is why people can fool others just by looking polished and confident. The halo effect proves one thing very clearly. People don't always judge based on truth. They judge based on feeling. Number 8. Scarcity effect. People want things more when they think they might lose them. That's called the scarcity effect. Only two left. Limited time offer. Last chance. Suddenly, something becomes more valuable just because it feels rare. Even if you didn't want it before, now you feel pressure. Why? Because humans are deeply afraid of missing out. We connect rarity with value. We think, if it's disappearing, it must be important. That's why brands use countdowns. That's why people act distant to seem more desirable. And that's why the fear of losing something often feels stronger than the joy of gaining it. Number 9. Name repetition. One of the simplest ways to make someone feel important is to use their name. People love hearing their own name. It makes them feel seen, respected, recognized. Imagine the difference between these two lines. Good job, and good job, Sarah. The second one feels more personal, more real, more human. That's because our names are deeply connected to our identity. Great speakers know this. Great leaders know this. Great salespeople know this. Using someone's name in conversation creates warmth, attention, and trust. It sounds small, but psychologically, it's powerful. Number 10. Emotional contagion. Emotions spread faster than most people realize. If someone around you is angry, negative, stressed, or anxious, you slowly start feeling it too. And if someone is calm, confident, positive, and relaxed, that affects you as well. This is called emotional contagion. Humans naturally absorb the emotional energy around them. That's why one negative person can change the mood of an entire room. And one peaceful person can calm everyone down. The people around you influence more than your mood. They influence your mindset, your reactions, and even your behavior. That's why your environment matters so much. Because emotions are contagious. And whether you realize it or not, you are constantly catching feelings from the people around you. So, how many of these psychology tricks have you noticed in your own life? Maybe someone used the silent treatment on you. Maybe someone guilt-tripped you. Maybe someone love-bombed you. Or maybe you've used some of these tricks yourself without even realizing it. Psychology is everywhere. The more you understand it, the harder it becomes for people to control you. And the easier it becomes to understand yourself and the people around you. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more psychology, human behavior, body language, and mind-blowing insights into how people really think. And remember, once you understand the mind, you start seeing the world differently.